Alrighty, my friends. Scuffrey says being able to set up middle floor on Seraph would have been nice. You think I was still a little short relying on Jack Street's beef jerky only? Yeah, we didn't have a lot of AoE damage that run. Our main AoE damage was trample on our fun guy unit, and fun guy wasn't scaling fast enough with primordial feeding. So just didn't quite have the synergy there. I don't know that feeding primordial to fun guy is a build I'm going to want to do super often. Alright, let's try a Hellhorned Under Legion. I think I'm going to change this. Although capacity is nice for anything with Queen's Implings. I just, you know, actually maybe I don't want to do Under Legion. Maybe I want to do Lazarus League. What kind of secondary works well with summoning imps? Rally or Harvest, potentially. What if I did Melting Remnant secondary? I've been trying to keep, you know, mixing Monster Train 1 and Monster Train 2. But I feel like Melting can actually be quite good with Hellhorned. If I want to spam imps, being able to reform imps. And there's also units that have harvest synergy with putting imps that then die. You can do burnout 1 eternal on a rage imp. That can be very good. Don't look at you for combos, Scott. You go random, 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 and hope you can make something work. I eventually want to do that, but I want to at least get a win with every combo first. So, all right, do I want the capacity? I tried the Proto Heart Cage, the Pyre of Entropy, once yesterday, and it was terrible. It sucked. I was playing around finding Dante, and I never found Dante, so I had like 12 freaking blights in my deck that I couldn't play around. Do I want to do this? Maybe I do the drafting thing here. I feel like if I'm starting with imps, I really don't want to have train stewards. Entropy is fun. Just always take anything Ember related. Okay. Or hope you get the blights or free thing. Alright, a harvest starting guy is amazing. Vent and Tombed Explosive. Okay. Okay, harvest imps and other things can be good. Sacrifice imp is very good. This holdover with an endless imp can be really good. This is really good for harvest stacking. I haven't done a subsuming blade yet, but a subsuming blade earlier could be good. I just don't know that I wanted, what, 2 of them. Okay. Slay, apply rage. Do I want 2 of either of these guys? 2 multi-strike dudes. Oh crap, you know what I just realized? Removing my starting cards means I have no imps for important work. I think there's one that she makes imps or something. I'm gonna think about that. I didn't even think about that. I actually don't have any imps with no starting cards. Why rage? They have to slay though. I'm gonna get the multi-strike guys. Yeah, and I have no reform currently. Burnout to burnout units. Do I care about that? Guess I could take these girls just because they have very high stats, and if they burn out, that can trigger the harvest that I want to play around. This is a weird starting deck here. What are my options? Rally when I play unit. Kill all imp units and deal 20 damage per imp. So I have no imps. So I'm playing an imp deck with no imps. Great start. Let's go rally. Because I have at least the endless guys. So I can at least play rally, Wickless Baron, and these guys. Rally plus Votivery. Yes. And Harvest. If I can get them to die. I need to get like Burnout 1 on these guys or something. Unit cards with upgrades are free. Or -1. Spell cards with consume. Chance of discarded. I have no consume. I plan on upgrading those guys. This is a weird starting deck. This might be an instant restart, to be honest. I maybe don't... I feel like every time I've done Pyre of Dominion, it ends up with a really weird starting build. Actually, maybe I... Oh, damn, do I want to put Shardtail Queen and Wickless Baron on the same floor? I actually... Yeah, that's fine, because Rally first, yeah. Put some wings on Votivery. This is an imp, trust me. This doesn't work with 0 Ember, right? No. Hey, but it still pretends like it does. Well, I have a bunch of important works that aren't gonna work, so... You won't die there, will you? What a weird frickin' build we have here. What a weird build. Okay. This is really goofy. This is a goofy build. I need something to pull it together, like an imp to use important work on with Endless on or something. Okay. Alright, so can I get some reform or an imp? No. Not yet, at least. Hornbreaker's a good card, though. Piercing spell. Reform. Okay. Do I want reform? Yeah. We need something. You know what a good first step with important work is? An imp. It's true. You're right. That's very important. Can I get imps from Hellhorned unit banners? No, you can't. Okay. So I'll probably go Merchant of Steel and look to upgrade something. Maybe get Small Stone, Smidge Stone on Wickless Baron so I can put more stuff on the rally floor here. Large Stone. There's Endless. If we got an imp for that. Oh, well, there's Legion of Wax. So Legion of Wax is very cool to play around. If you can get Legion of Wax, Large Stone, Small Stone, or maybe Small Stone Multi-Strike or something. If I got Small Stone, I could put Shardtail Queen and Wickless Baron behind it, I think. Definitely something we can play around. Endless. Endless Legion of Wax with Small Stone. Get Ascend. True, could overstack the floor. Just Ascend it to put it on the floor. What could go wrong with an Endless Legion of Wax? I know, right? I feel like getting Smidge Stone is important, or... Endless Small Stone. Would that work? Can I get Endless and Smidge Stone? I don't think I have enough for that. Okay, well there's a Smidge Stone at least. Now what would I want to put on it? Burnout 1. No, I wouldn't want to put Burnout 1 on them. Burnout 1 on this guy would guarantee we get the proc every time. Do you ever worry about getting Endless too early and it ruining my draw? Ruining my draw. It depends on the run. It certainly can be a problem. I'm not quite sure how this run's gonna work yet. I want to put Rage on this guy. Because we don't have a way to give this guy stats yet. Do we? I guess if we reform him, that gives stats plus burnout. Not sure what. Need to figure something out with Legion of Wax. Is there a there's a Celestial Alcove next turn. Maybe I'll look for multi-strike there and hope we can then, with fully stacked upgrades, then maybe get a Celestial Alcove with bonus stats on him or something. Worry about getting Endless too early and it ruining my draw. I mean, Holdover can do it, kind of mess up your draw sometimes too, but I don't know if it's something that I like worry about. Alright, so the question is, do I want Legion of Wax on the same floor as the Harvest? So I probably want to do the Endless Votivary on that floor. Which I can maybe start on the top floor. Put you on the bottom floor, because if you die, then I can reform you. Fasti is already turning into a bit of a issue. Should be fine. Alright, so we did get our Endless guy, our Endless Burnout one, so that will trigger the Harvest and the Rally. What cards do I have? Important Work that's dead, because I have no imps, and then other things. Okay. I can't believe I took important work when I didn't have any imps in my deck. That's some, you know, forehead play right there. Okay, so I need to kill my own unit if I want to play a thing. So if I do this, kill you, play you there, this guy here. Okay. Okay, no capacity to play anything else, perfect. Got at least a little bit of scaling there, not a lot. How's that weird sound? Is that the Legion of Wax making that weird sound? I probably should have done the, well, I was gonna say the Pyre of Capacity, but then my deck would be completely different, so. What did we get? Oh, I get to choose. Beautiful. Well, that'll give you a bunch of stats, I think. Isn't the Votivary dying making that sound? Oh, maybe that's the Votivary. Okay. The Votivary burning out. Well, there's an imp. It's not really the one I'd want. I'd really want like the Rage one, the Ember one, or the Draw one. Do I take it just because it's any imp? And I think I have to go capacity for my first upgrade. Stealth. There's Descend, which could let me overstack floor. Gosh, I do not know what this deck wants to do. Descend is good. I think I was gonna look for multi-strike to put on our this guy. Dualism does not work. On any of these guys. Okay. What's in here? More units I don't have room for. Excuse me. Okay. I guess I could give you quick and plus attack, I guess. Do I do that or save for multi? I guess I'll do that. And I'll do that so I can fit an extra thing on your floor. Alright, maybe I'll just find Dante and we can play around Dante. That's not Dante. Everyone missing health, give attack. Is that good on anybody? I mean, it is a unit upgrade, and I wanted to put unit upgrades on this maxed out Legion of Wax, but... Interesting. How does Revenge permanently gain Rage work on a unit that breaks into smaller units? Does every time they take damage give Rage trickle back up to the main guy? I have no idea. I guess we'll test it. I guess we'll see how that works. When the main unit takes damage, they'll get perma rage. But what about the little guys? Because this unit's upgrades and stat changes get applied to the smaller units. So I'm curious how that interaction works. I even want to go for the Titan trial. Not really, but who knows? Maybe this build will turn out to be brokenly overpowered at some point. Okay, rage when they spawn, but it won't count towards the perma rage, you think, is how it'll work. Okay. Alright. Well, I definitely want you getting hit as much as possible, so you can be on the bottom. Set you guys up on the top. Now I want to put the endless thing for you, so... They will get regen revenge, but not perma since they're not the original unit. Okay. That's the wrong one. So if I reform you, I will not have capacity for you elsewhere. This guy hits twice, actually, so that actually works, doesn't it? Yeah, that's good. I could overstack this floor if I had drip fall this guy. I'll go with this for now. Alright, well, we drew our imp and our important work. Yeah! Okay. Wrong guy. Well, capacity is definitely our first upgrade, that's for sure. Although I kind of need Ember too. I kind of need all the things. We are not... Oh, there's our burnout one. Okay, good. And I don't have space for you. Crap. Is this Moby? I don't know. Is that a joke? I feel like you might be trying to make a joke that I don't understand. You mean the singer Moby from the 90s? I mean, I'm a big fan of that Moby. Spikes are killing all my dudes. I can stop it if I do this, though. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess that's at least different than, hey, Breaking Bad. So, well done on doing something different than the Breaking Bad reference that everybody always makes, I guess. It was a joke. Okay. Funny. Funny. Let's do the imp and we can do the important work, I guess. Okay, that's not what I was hoping to draw, but it's fine. Okay. Could we okay, so I should be good to reform this guy, yes. Can I play him on this floor? No, but I could drip fall him. Okay. And is that just GG it? Yeah, it does. Beautiful. Okay. Interesting run. This is a very weird build. And I think if I go capacity on all my floors, this will help with deploying everything. Apply Endless. Would I rather have Endless on this guy than reforming him? The reforming gives the burnout. Impolate. Deal damage to the front enemy unit equals number of imps in my deck. I have 1 imp. Hallowed Halls. Doesn't this work really well with Legion of Wax? I think Hallowed Halls and Legion of Wax is actually... Well, it's random units. So I need to get rid of junk like, I don't know, this other Votivary maybe. I feel like this might be borked if I can figure out how to make it work. Jeez, I already got, what, 2 Lady of the Houses. Blind Rage 3 to front of burnout units. Votivary won't be in the halls. Why? Is it considered cardless? Oh, because it's endless, so it won't be in the death pool, I guess. So if I put Legion of Wax on a floor and play Hallowed Halls... Where's my Hallowed Halls? There it is. What will happen? Will it just keep putting more Legion of Waxes until the capacity is gone? I think I'm skipping here. Alright, so capacity. This is going to be weird. Not quite sure how to make all this work. To skip the draft, clear the bad units, lower the Ember cost, the Hollow Halls, get Spell Chain. Give me the old blade shoot to the crotch. Celestial Alcove for potential overcapped upgrades on Legion of Wax could be good. Removal is probably where I need to go next. Alright, let's see if we can find... Alright, there's minus cost and there's spell chain. That does sound like this could be kind of crazy. And I probably need him to be on his own floor. Add a Queen Zipling to your hand. Imp units cost -1 on this floor. Still only have 1 imp, but the important work. If I got like holdover important work, this could allow me to get draw on lots of rally and rally and harvest on the floor. Oh, do I actually want a Queen Zimpling in my hand? Queen Zimpling is what? 16 damage to the front enemy unit. If you had enough, you could also have duplicated the lower Ember cost in an empty slot, using the spell chain 1/1 and then hold over on the other when you find it. Since you had enough, you could have also duplicated with the lower Ember cost. Sorry, it's a lot of backseating, and I don't know what you're referring to there. I don't know which card you're talking about. Are you talking about Hallowed Halls? I mean, I can still duplicate it. I mean, it's right here. I guess I'm not sure how this interaction's gonna work. Duplicate it with a single upgrade. Why would you only want to do it with a single upgrade? Was that without spell chain? I don't know what you're trying to tell me. Do I want to try this though? Because you have flexibility. Guess you could get like permafrost on it or something. Hold over. I don't know if I want to duplicate that. There's nothing else I want to duplicate, I guess. Well, I do have a lot of junk I need to get rid of, that's for sure. I don't know that I want to spend gold on removal yet. Definitely going to Unstable Vortex for removal next floor. Okay. Guess I'm gonna set you up on the bottom floor. Thing is, I probably don't want to play any more units on this floor, do I? Honestly, I have too many crap units right now, I think. Okay, I can play one of you on this floor. Okay, let's see how this is gonna work. Why does it say there's 0 reform available? I don't know what's happening. Okay. That's a really interesting mechanic, and I'm not exactly sure what all is happening there. Okay, so we did get back the regular Legion of Wax there. And if I mold it, there should be a Legion of Wax available. No, there's not. Okay. Oh god, you have freaking 12 corruption. Yeah, I see the anti-mage. I see him. And the corruption... Am I okay with sap 2 to get draw? I think I am okay with sap 2 to get draw. I only have one reform card. We got our endless burnout here. We still have our hollowed halls. Okay. Our important works are dead cards again. Whatever. I'll have one reform call. Hollow Hall stares intently. Yeah, I guess that's true. Harvest Guy is pretty nutty on your Hollow Halls lane. Yeah, but he'll get, like, killed every time, right? But I guess if he dies and then he gets reformed... Okay, our imp appeared, strangely enough. It's just such a... Hollowed Halls is always so weird to play. It's so weird. Hollowed Halls is the best. Harvest Guy dies every time you play it. Yeah, is he still getting the harvest from it? I think maybe he is. That was not enough to kill him. Oops. Okay. I mean, if it reforms the imp, it lets me play important work. This is so weird. If the harvest guy's on the left, he'll get the bonuses. Okay. Okay. Can I kill any of these guys to place you? I can't. Okay, I guess we'll put you in the front here. What a weird run. Oh, actually, I could descend you right now. No, I can't because it's maxed out on units. Hollowed Halls is so weird to play. Alright, well, there's GG. I don't know how to play around other than just keep playing it over and over. Now I don't need the yellow boss artifact. Hallowed Halls will fill out each time. You swear some of those monster dying sounds like a voice actor getting a memo about not getting paid this month. Hallowed Halls is easy to play. Hallowed Halls plus Legion of Whack. Legion of Whack? Legion of Wax is whack. Quick question. Are the old faction units from the first game here too? Well, it's a bit of a spoiler, but the answer is yes. They aren't at first, but you unlock them. And it's a huge, amazing, awesome spoiler. I literally have no consume spells right now. So I guess I just skip and get rid of more stuff. Well, Memento Mori will be really strong because we will be farming units dying. Reform, another reform. Not sure if good. Man, these are really high cost things. It's a spoiler that I decided to do off stream. I did not decide to do it off stream. I played one daily 2 days in a row and unlocked the biggest spoiler in the game on accident. So this is gonna get crazy. I'm gonna just have to take that, I feel like. Alright, so we're already maxed on upgrades on this guy. We're over maxed. How much rage? We've gotten 9 rage on him so far. True, there's not... It is missing one faction, the DLC faction. Okay, I don't have any equipment yet. And if I got any equipment, would I want that? I'm not sure. Only rares. And I have no consume cards. Man, is there any equipment that works well with your unit dying? I'm not sure. Alright, what are we getting rid of? What do we not want to reform? Probably this Votivary. The burnout one I can proc my main girl's thing on. Lady of the House, I want to get rid of one of her. I want to get rid of my imp. No, the imp is actually good because it lets my important work actually do something. Let's get rid of one of her. Alright, do we want to duplicate Hallowed Halls again? Do I need my sack imp cards? Well, it is draw an ember if my molting imp gets created by Hallowed Halls. So, it is draw an ember. What clan do I like? What's my favorite clan? Well, the Banished clan that they added in this one is really good because the shift mechanic is cool. Old school was probably either Awoken or Stygian Guard. Let's make more of those, I guess. I'm not sure what equipment card would ever be really good here. Because reforming your units doesn't feel like it plays well with equipping your units. The only one I feel like it might work well on would be our Shardtail Queen, but what equipment would I want to put on her? I feel like I should just roll and see if there's something better. Endless summon triggers an additional time. Only have the imp that extinguish triggers an additional time. Oh. Oh. Okay. That's the play. I'm not sure how that worked with Hallowed Halls. There's all bunch of weird interactions. I'm not sure if that's good or bad with these interactions, but let's see what it does. -1 ember. Sure. I think it's fine. Alright, so I can't actually play my Wickless Baron and my Legion of Wax turn 1. So, which do I not play? Come back around to the Wickless Baron probably to get our Legion of Wax going. Might need a Hollow Halls 2 floors for Shardtail, yeah. Probably. Just play Hollowed Halls, and then the game crashes. Yeah, it crashes, yeah. Alright, we're gonna put the Baron here and see what happens. Weird things happen. Alright, well I didn't have enough Ember to do it multiple times, sadly. No imps to sacrifice currently. Okay, putting the quick on these guys, I think, was good. I think putting the quick on these guys was helpful. Do I want Entombed Explosive in my pool of Hollowed Halls stuff? Probably not. This is so stupid. Alright, we somehow ended up with only those units. Okay. Okay. Oh, that triggered a sap. It's fine. It's fine. Weird things are happening. Hollowed Halls, Legion of Wax is doing things. Things are happening. That's all we care about. As long as things are happening. Actually, I'm going to do this so I can get my Ember here. Really could use the deal 5 to all enemies when Burnout unit dies now. Yeah, I feel like there are a lot of, like... What are these things called? Artifacts that could do work for us right now. Your scaling finally started. Okay, well, we have another floor for this. I don't know why those guys exploded. Oh, a molting imp appeared. A random molting imp appeared. Oh, Hollowed Halls is so weird. Yeah. I mean, amazing. Okay. Those are the only 2 units in the pool, I guess, because these all came alive here. Alright. One thing you wouldn't take is first unit gains endless. Yeah, I saw that one earlier and I purposely did not take that. I think if I play Hollowed Halls, will Legion of Wax go into my reform pool? I think it will, but I don't think it's not. Okay. Let's play the imp so that if we draw important work next turn, we get to use it. Okay. So if I Hollowed Halls here, You should go away, and I should be able to play Hollow Halls down here, I think. He did not appear. I'm just buffing that guy, but it's fine because he's dying anyway. Alright, well there we go. Let's not play Hollowed Halls because it might screw up everything. But GG. GG, Hollowed Halls, Legion of Wax. Things happened, enemies died. That harvest guy is going off. Rand, what is happening? Yes. Okay. Alright. Okay, yeah, more Ember Imp. I do want you. Oh, do I want to summon 2 draft units to go in with this? Interesting. It puts more things that are not Legion of Wax in my unit pool. Do I want that? Help me understand, chat. Is Remnant Host good for this or no? Or do we want only Legion of Waxes when we're playing Hollowed Halls over and over? I don't know. I mean, Wicked Blaze might be good too because it's a targeted reform. I'm not sure what units I actually want here. I probably need to get rid of one of my Horned Warriors. Although it's kind of free to play on the first turn. There's also this to get crap tons of Ember. I think I'm gonna skip. I just don't know. Okay, Merchant Magic. Looking for a floor. I think there are floors that's like on summon or reanimate, gain health and attack. That would be an amazing floor on this floor. We're killing our units over and over. There's also more removal. I think I might go to Merchant of Arms next floor so I can do more removal here. Holdover. Yeah, holdover on a Hollowed Halls could have been nice. But can we get minus cost? Minus 2 cost, but it's consume. Potentially we can get remove the consume on that though. Oh, I have it right there. Okay. Now it's 1 cost. For lots and lots of damage. Alright, I definitely want to remove one of these guys. Maybe I remove one of these guys too. Okay. Okay. What is happening, chat? We're winning. Why are we winning? I don't know. I don't know why or how we're winning. I want to hold over an important work or a molded, actually. Holdover or molded could be very good if I can make sure I can grab my Legion of Wax. Especially if I can make it free. Isn't there a trinket that gives money every time a unit dies? Probably. Like I was saying earlier, there are a lot of trinkets that would make this build ridiculous. Well, more ridiculous than it already is. Let's do this is free, 20 damage to everybody. That consumes. But, there's also a room that makes unit money when a unit dies. Yeah. Okay. This might be one of the most ridiculous runs we've ever had if it continues with its ridiculousness. Okay, do I want to put the imps in the Hollowed Halls pool already? Probably. Okay. Oh man, him showing up at the back means his harvest just goes crazy. Okay. Okay. This is so weird. Oh, this build is crazy. Alright, so I'm guaranteed to reform Legion of Wax here. Although maybe I want Wickless Baron. And then do the Hollowed Halls and he'll come out of nowhere, I think. Oh my god, what is this build, by the way? What is this build? Pure pandemonium is what it is. Nice, it even gave us that imp back. I pressed E, not P, you stupid game! These frickin' hotkeys not working is driving me insane. I pressed not the button that ends my turn. This has to be an in-game thing. I don't know what I'm trying to say. An in-game bug because it just keeps doing that. Keeps doing the wrong button. I don't know what's causing it. Surely it's not my keyboard. Okay. I maybe should have... I don't know what I should have done. Oh, this will just kill you, right? Yeah. 350 damage there. Is there a comment about the game being the problem? Well, I don't know. Has anybody else in chat who's played this game played it with keyboard? Because my issue that I'm experiencing is keyboard hotkeys are sometimes not responding how I expect them. Now it's before when I used to open the deck, except it's when I go right and highlight. It just shouldn't be allowed while you're trying to play a card, that it ends the... Like, because the way that you play with keyboard, which I have arthritis, so the reason I do this is to save my clicking 1,000 times hand, which wears out my hand when I play this game. And so when I play with keyboard, I'll sometimes press the confirm button, and it used to show me draw pile, and now it just will end turn sometimes. It's so weird and confusing. I don't know why it's doing this. Actually, I feel like I shouldn't have done that yet. You've not had that problem? Do you play with keyboard? The issue probably really is that I don't know how many people other than me actually play keyboard with a game like this. Damn, I'm never gonna actually be able to play Legion of Wax here, am I? Sorry to hear I have arthritis. Yeah, it kind of sucks. Getting old sucks just in general, so... Wow, we're just spamming Ember gain though, so that's nice. I don't even know if I want to play Legion of Wax on the floor above. I guess I can. It's fine. Am I planning to do the 180 Titans challenge? I don't know what that is, Shade of Icarus. But I plan on doing everything in this game because I love this game. So probably. Whatever that is, I will probably try to do it. And that should give me Legion of Wax in the pool. Could do this. That's... Oh, Legion of Wax is up there. I didn't notice. Okay. Okay. There we go. Now Legion of Wax is in our pool. Love how the Imp Queen just sitting up here doing nothing. Pretending like she's doing anything. Damn, didn't get the Ember. Oh, we did get the Ember. Nice. It's being the final challenge on Covenant 10 with every clan combo. Yeah. I definitely plan on doing that for sure. 100%. Monster Train 1 was my favorite deck building roguelike of all time, and Monster Train 2 I'm having even more fun with because there's even more stuff to do. So I do plan on doing all those challenges. You die to spikes? You don't. Okay, good. Although, do I just kill you with this? Almost. Yes, yes, you do die. Alright, get wrecked. Oh, I didn't get any imps or ember. Oh well. Are my imps in here? They are, actually. Just because I like playing stuff. I don't know if I get any perma upgrades from doing this, so it's not really worth doing, so it's fine. You're up to 12 out of 180, and it's a long journey. Oh, I'm sure. I mean, as a streamer, I got nothing but time, unless I stop streaming, which, with my money making and rent situation, might be a thing I have to stop doing soon. But I like this game enough that I do plan on eventually doing that kind of stuff. You had the problem, but you chalked it up to you having the wrong thing accidentally highlighted when you hit confirm. So you, Magikarp, you have had the problem of using keyboard and it. All right. Well, I think I've already reported it as a bug. I think there is a bug with keyboard shortcuts in their code somewhere. If you want, I built a little tool website to track progress on that with a randomizer built in that avoids combos you've already won with, since the built-in random doesn't do that for you. You're not a fan of deck builders, but Monster Train 1 was so much fun. You must have over 100 hours into it. Favorite was always Umbra. Nice. It's in super early alpha, planning to make it look pretty over the next couple days. Shade of Icarus, once you're done with it, then I probably will, but I'm not ready to start randomizing yet. So, no, I'm not going to take more hauls because it's not upgraded. Do I want Formless Child? Return a random defeated unit to your hand and apply 40 attack. That's probably good with this build. You know what I could do? I could get Remnant Pack just to put Endless on my Shardtail Queen. Yeah, I haven't even started the Covenant climb. I'm not ready to do 180 yet. I'm going to get this to put on Shardtail Queen. Now, capacity. Don't if I do another capacity upgrade, it'll reform even more units because there's more capacity for it to fill. So I feel like this is still the right play, although Ember... I don't know, we're getting a lot of Ember with our Pyre Chomper thing. But I'll definitely check that out at some point, Shade of Icarus. That's cool that you're working on that. I think... do I need... I feel like I might actually need opening capacity, deployment Ember. Although I did remove a couple units. 1, 2, 3. And I have to play that opening thing. And if I put upgrades on my units, they will not be free anymore. I'm I'm gonna go with capacity. I think this is, with the Legion, gonna be the best option here. Alright, and my plan was to go Merchant of Arms, because we just want our room that's gonna benefit from all this reforming ridiculousness. Queen's Impling and Imps are free on your floor. Imps are already free because I haven't upgraded them. But a free Imp every turn will give her a rally every turn. Okay, I'm going to take that, actually. You would think about streaming just for fun occasionally, but you don't have a microphone even? Yikes. Can be very fun. Unit's attack is equal to its max health. Is that worth putting on anybody? No. Spells cost -1. Train stewards. Come on. Okay, boiler room. Infinite Ember. Infinite Ember. Overgrowth Carapace. I could equip that on you. Did I get something to put on you already? No. So Overgrowth Carapace on her, for her to just slowly build up, could actually be pretty good. I don't want to draw them on our opening turn because I don't have Deployment Ember, though. I could play one less of my starting units to get Boiler Room going. I think that is worth. Your next project is a mod to add a checkbox that does the same thing in game. You just wanted a web app for people who play on Switch to be able to use it. Okay. Max health. Or the we don't die once. I don't know that I want to add Bone Dog to my pool of units. Although I could kind of probably just put him on Shardtail Queen's floor behind her and you'll be fine, unless there's spikes or sweep. Feels a little late for Bone... Oh, it's very late for Bone Dog. Alright, we're gonna get the pendant then. We wouldn't get that much health. And I just need to purge him out of the deck eventually anyway. We were actually full on health this run, which is so crazy compared to our previous run. Ooh, that's a little sketchy. Because it's the corruption guys? No, it's a spell shield. Does spell shield protect from the summon? I don't think it does. Do I go for this? I feel like I might go for this. Gosh, I'm a little worried about this. Because I'm worried about this, I'm going to set up on second floor here. Okay, let's see how I want to do this. Put Endless on you. So if you ever do die, you just come right back. Oh, we somehow got Ember. Oh, because Boiler Room is broken. Boiler Room is going to give me all the Ember we ever need. Beautiful. You dying is fine. You're giving silence. I don't want silence. We don't have any harvest thing. Wow, we have 19 Ember. These Ember numbers are going to get insane. Oh, one got through? The frick? Okay, whatever. That was weird. Oh crap, I didn't think about Queen's Implings are gonna go into the death pool. Ooh, that's not ideal. Oh my gosh, we have infinite Ember. This is crazy. Alright, Overgrowth. On you. Let's see here. Damn, Queen's Implings being my pool is not what I want. Is that triple? Oh, those are twin of waxes. Okay, so if I put Bookless Baron here, reform Legion of Wax. Put you here. Continue our Hallowed Halls ridiculousness. Okay. Beautiful. Encant to the bottom row, 5-head. Yes. Okay, let's see here. So if I ever need Ember, I just need to play Hollowed Halls on this floor once, which, did I not draw a single one of my Hollowed Halls? I did not. There we go. This will give me all the Ember we'll ever need. He's there, beautiful. Like right there, I pressed E, which is confirmed, and it went to my like discard pile. There's just a really weird bug. With this game's something. That doesn't move you back, does it? No. Okay. Spell shield protects you there, though. Okay. Okay, the only units in there were the imps right now. Okay, not ideal, but that gives us the Ember we needed. Okay, I think Legion of Wax is in our pool right here, right? Yeah. Okay, good, you're all dying. Kill you. This is one of these decks where I'm like, I don't even know what's happening. It's cool, it's fun, but I don't. Who even knows? Can anybody tell me? Nobody knows. Things are happening. Things are happening. It's great, I guess. There's no room on this floor. So I sacrifice an imp to get you there. Sacrifice an imp again. We are giving them more stats every time we do this, so that's the reason we keep doing this. It's also the only thing we can really do with this build is, you know, displaying stuff. Okay. Alright, looks like I ran out of both space and... I think we have a reform in here. 38 Ember. Okay. You dead? Okay, you're dead, so that's cool. So I don't really have to do anything else. We apparently hollowed halls enough for you to die. This guy's gonna burn himself to death on all the hot wax candles in front of him. For some reason you thought the implings she made were cardless. You guess she does make them in the hand, huh? I wish they were cardless so they wouldn't get reformed, but you know, it's whatever. Could get this to kill my own units, which sometimes killing my own unit to make room for a unit on a floor could be actually quite useful. Deal 5 damage piercing, although I don't know if my units are going to be low enough health for that to work. Do I want another Pyre Chomper Imp? There's melting remnant mush all over the inside of that train. Yes, there is. Alright, now this could be good, because if it kills one of my units, that's great. It just kills it, and then I can replace it, so... Crushing Demise is really nice in a build like this, or a deck like this. It's a Corruption. I think we counter that pretty well. Do I want to try any more Holdover? Like, if I got Holdover Crushing Demise, that actually probably would be really nice. Is there anything I want to remove? I mean, not really. I kind of want to go back and not have the Queen's Impling spawning every time, but... Yeah, let's go over here, see if we can get Holdover on Crushing Demise would be lovely. Nice. I could say make it free, but do I even need it to be free? Do we have infinite Ember, basically? Alright, let's check if there's any OP trinkets. 5 damage to enemy units when a burnout unit dies. Ba-bam. Lights and Scourges cost 0. Yeah. Yeah, that's always nice. 3 different kinds of cards. Basically playing spells, sometimes a unit. I don't know that that does much for me. Okay, well again, Ember's fine. Rage doesn't decay. We're still only at 9 Rage on this guy. Permanent, so... Apparently he's never getting hit. Because we're killing him over and over and making the smaller versions of him. It's never actually doing anything. That's useful. Although that might not be needed now that we have Exploding Candle. It's fine. Found the time step for when you lost that one turn, if you want to see it. When you're replacing a unit, right before it was placed, the end turn button lit up for some reason. Maybe the mouse. So maybe that's what's happening. Maybe the mouse placement influences your confirm button. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's the problem. Anything I want to copy? Do I want a second Legion of Wax, actually? You know, I might. Second Legion of Wax or second Wickless Baron. Currently, I'm not able to play both of them. But having 2 guys get benefits from the harvest sounds really good, actually. If you point at the end turn button and press E, it ends the turn. Or not. It did once and now it doesn't. Yeah, it seems a little inconsistent. Alright, I am gonna duplicate this guy because him and the Legion of Wax are what's like scaling, I guess. We want to consume our other vent. I think I do. I mean, Crushing Demise twice. Just kill 2 units on the enemy team. It's not bad. Remove consume. Double stack. Do I want Lady of the House in my pool of units? She's kind of free to play. Same like Horned Warrior. I don't want to have too few units. Well, the problem is the imps. The imps that the Imp Queen makes are the worst units to respawn. And they're going to just gunk up my deck, I think. Seems to happen when we have 1, a card selected and are picking where to place it, and 2, mouse over end turn, and when you press E, it ends the turn. If it happens some other way, shrug. Well, then it probably is when I press the confirm button and my mouse is over the end turn. That's probably what it is. I think I'm gonna go with this. I think we have enough to kill the Titan here. I think we're looking good. Do I remove either of these guys? Multi-strike on a guy that's getting a bunch of burnout can be good. Votivery is this guy. He's giving the Queen rallies. Yeah, I guess I keep that. I think this is fine. I think this will just be GG, I think. So I need my mouse to be somewhere neutral in the middle, where it won't be mousing over anything. Just mousing over end turn when you're not selecting or placing a card doesn't end turn when pressing E. Yeah, I'm telling you, I think the the keyboard hotkeys are just a little, I think they're just a little bugged, honestly. Like right there. Yeah. I pressed D. Where was my mouse? My mouse was here over nothing. I think there's something in the game where after you play a card, it automatically puts your cursor somewhere. That's what I think is happening. See when I select a card using when I press 1, 2, 3, it automatically magnets the pointer to where my mouse is. And I think if you're using like E to confirm, I just pressed E and it did my draw pile. I think the game has some bugginess with keyboard inputs. I just don't know what else to say about it. Okay, good start. 62 Ember on turn 1. Good start. I kind of don't even want to play these freaking Queen Implings, to be honest. I guess I will, and I'm not going to sacrifice them yet. One available. What's in my pool of units? The Legion of Wax is there. Darn, I didn't get what's his face. harvest guy. That's not right. Yeah, it's not. It's. Do I draw? Puts the pink imp in my death pool. I don't want that. I know, just 37 Ember, no big deal. Is there room for you here? There is, beautiful. Okay, hit him, that's fine. That means I can grab the bigger one. Where's my mouse? My mouse is over here. I'm gonna put my mouse up here. It still went to the draw pile. Y'all are seeing that, right? I press E for confirm and my draw pile is being pulled up. It's so weird. It's just so weird. I wonder if I should bug report it again. What are these guys I have fighting on my behalf? Cursed Candles. So the unit is called Legion of Wax. It's a rare unit that when it dies, it summons 2 twins of wax. That gets all that the unit upgrades and stat changes. And then when the twin of wax dies, that summons 2 mote of wax that apply these unit upgrades. So you just keep summoning them over and over, and you keep making them bigger and bigger, and it's just a craziness is what it is. I pressed E and it ended turn again. I pressed E and it ended turn, man. That's so frustrating. Where was my mouse? My mouse is up here. Why would it end my turn when my mouse is up here? When you went to place that unit, the draw pile lit up, thus opening the draw pile, and the mouse was nowhere near that. There's... You know, I know I'm like the guy who blames FTL when I die, but like this just feels like the game is broken. Like, it seems like keyboard shortcuts are just broken in this game. I don't know what to do about it. The keyboard key is generic button press and not a specific action. Yeah, so if you go into settings, I've messed with the settings before. You go to gameplay, you go to bind keys. Select is E. Is there like a confirm? Context action is P, which apparently is end turn. Maybe I need to not have context action, so I never end my turn by pressing a button. Maybe this is the... I don't know what even context action means, but P is what I set to end turn. It really should be just end turn is a button. I think context action needs to be changed. I think context action shouldn't be a key press, I think. You play on Switch, and when you use Y to end turn or select the end turn option, use action. The end turn has a timer, so you have to hold it. The only timer that I know about is the undo. You have to hold it for that. That's the only one I have. Legion of Wax not in the pool? There's Legion of Wax, okay. Yeah, I have these 2 imps in the pool, which I really don't want to have in the pool. No, it could be different on Switch. I don't know. You're probably right that that's how it works on Switch. Just gonna play you to have you not in my thing. Okay, so P does not work now. I took context action off P. So I'm just, hopefully I'll never accidentally end turn. That's the biggest problem. The other ones are like annoying, but fine. Ending my turn is like, that's like game-breakingly bad. Ending my turn before I want it to end. So hopefully just taking context action off keyboard shortcuts will stop that. Ugh, I did not want all those pink imps. Too many of those things in the pool. What I can do is I can kill one of you. I can reform the guy I actually want, which this big burnout guy. Alright, well, he should be dead next turn. I keep hitting P to end turn. It's gonna be a habit. Maybe if you ask them for an option, they'll add it. Well, I've already, like I said, I've already bug reported it once, so I don't really plan on bug reporting it again. So, alright. How did we take any damage? Not sure how we took any damage there. Probably, I think that might have been from the end turn when I didn't press end turn and pressed P and context action. Ended turn with some thing in my deck. Light card in my deck. Okay, let's fight the Titans with this ridiculous build. And maybe I set up on floor 2. No, let's set up on floor 1. Share all the salt. It's a bad coding bug. When you pick a card to play, then press left and right, keep pressing it, you'll eventually see the card draw and or consume pile and end turn light up if you keep pressing left or right, which shouldn't happen. Yeah, you shouldn't be allowed to choose end turn with keyboard shortcuts. There should be keyboard shortcut equals end turn. There shouldn't be you can keyboard over to keyboard shortcut, I don't think. I don't think you should be able to do that. Alright, no imps this turn, so not ideal start. That's not a bad start, I guess. This guy does have trample, which is going to be a little punishing here. Try it. Select a card, then keep pressing left and right, but watch the bottom of the screen. Okay. 1 second. I'm just glad to know it's not my keyboard. Okay, so what did you say? Select a card. Select you. So I'm pressing left or right. Actually, I'm playing A, S, and D. So maybe it is... Oh, yeah. Yeah, discard pile just showed up. End turn just showed up. Undo just showed up. Consume pile. So if I go all the way to the left, and then it goes to draw pile at Ember. Yeah, I think they need to make it so that keyboard arrows don't go over draw pile, Ember, end turn, undo, any of these things. Like, if you're playing with your keyboard, you don't want to look at your draw pile. You're just trying to place things. So if I go to here, if I go all the way over to Ember, and I press E, is it going to show me my Ember? No, it's going to play the card. It's really weird, man. It's really weird. Yeah, now it's on draw pile. So if I press E, will it pull up draw pile? It did. Yeah, so it has everything to do with when you use the arrow keys. The fact that arrow keys can hover over these. It shouldn't. I feel like it shouldn't do that at all. Yeah, I did it again because I was over, like, my discard pile or something. Draw pile, consume pile, and end turn have their own dedicated buttons, which is how it should be. Left and right should only scroll through cards when selecting a card, and 2, scroll through placement locations when placing a card, period, end of story. I agree. Would you mind putting a suggestion or a bug report in for that? Because I already put a bug report about the mouse things, and I feel like if I put another one, it's going to look like I'm spamming. So... I don't want to do this. I still have not drawn my overgrowth carapace. Yeah, I have not. How many in there? 3 available. Okay, so if I do this. Okay. Crushing Demise. Hollowed Halls again. Just want to make sure I end up with Wickless Baron here. Okay. This Baron is not there. Put you at the front. I don't know. Okay. Well, at least we figured out the issue. That's good. The issue is the arrow keys go over these things. That needs to change, I think. I think we can all agree that that needs to change. Could have done that earlier, but it's fine. Okay. Should be able to get Legion of Wax here, yes. Okay. How are we doing on health? Looks like our health's looking pretty darn good around here. Okay. Alright, we got our overgrowth carapace. Problem is she's about to die. Actually, no, she's not if I place a unit in front of her, so... Okay. Man, we are not drawing our hollowed halls. Do I have too much holdover or what? What do I draw? It's only 5. Yeah, I actually do have a bunch of holdover. That might be my issue. I'm playing that card for some reason. Didn't I have a second Wickless Baron? Oh, he's on that floor, and that's what's happening. Titan, I'm here to kill all your units, Ren, not if I kill them first. That's right. Yeah, that trample, he's just gonna kill everybody. But have endless should be fine. I think the endless and holdover is what's causing my issues here. I still didn't draw frickin'. Yeah, endless and holdover and low draw is killing me right now. Well, it's not killing me, but it's ruining my something. It just went down when I didn't... What the hell? It just paged down when I didn't press page down. There are so many weird things happening. Oh, damn. I thought there was room on this floor. There's so many weird things happening with the keyboard shortcuts in playing this game. The junk they're adding to my deck plus holdover plus endless is making it really hard to draw what we actually want. Kill one of the small ones so you don't summon. Jesus. Okay, well I can kill one of the small ones myself. Should let me get Legion of Wax. Now your whatchamacallit, your multi-strike plus trample is a little awkward, but if I were to do that, daze you. There's an option that while selecting a card, if you mouse at the top button of the screen, it will go up and down. Maybe that's happening. Okay, maybe I can turn that off. Turn that off. Alright, well, we were not looking great here still. This OP run that was super OP earlier is feeling a little less OP. Okay, good. That does allow me to get Big Wickless Baron. I almost wonder if I need to not play Hollowed Halls as much. Who am I kidding? We're going to play Hollowed Halls as much as we possibly can. these imps are in here. How many are available? 6 available. Alright, I guess I'm going to play it on this floor. I'm pressing E and it's not playing it. Okay, there we go. Alright, I think we're getting close there. Kind of want this run to end because Hallowed Halls, as fun as it is really weird and hard to play around. It's a bunch of random junk happening over and over again, so you don't have a lot of control over what's happening in your deck. And I'm not a huge fan of not having full control over what's happening in my deck, I guess. I think if I put you in front up here, this will be better so we can't one-shot everybody. Yeah, that's good. You do have the Queen's Imp burden added to your deck every turn? Yeah, that burden is making this less of a fun deck to play around. All these imps are just taking up the pool here. Pool of units. Okay. Alright, are we there yet? We are almost there. You're dead. We just need to finish you off. So next turn should finish it. 34 Ember. We were up to like 60 something one of these turns before. It's crazy. Okay, is that GG? That's GG. Alright, let's call it a day there. Still GG with that? Okay. Okay. Crazy build is done. And we've kind of maybe figured out most of the issues of playing with keyboard. Alright, GG cookie time. Crazy imp melting remnant build. Gets a Titan victory, so GG, successful run. Weird, chaotic run that I didn't feel like I had any control over what was happening. Now, Rand, explain in detail my plan for that game. Play Legion of Wax. Press, what was that card called? Hallowed Halls. Watch Chaos ensue. Build Mana Rage, that's a good card. Demon units get multi-strike. Cool. Can be very good. Deal 5 damage, apply Rage. Alpha Fiend is a very good unit to play around. Trigger use Extinguish ability without killing it. Very nice. Friendly units apply armor to the front. Friendly unit on Extinguish. Why are you making yourself play with keyboard? I'm not making myself. I have arthritis in my hands. When I play a game and that game's gameplay is all click 1,000 times a minute. Okay, it's not 1,000 times a minute, but it's constant clicking. I get severe pain in my hands. That's why I wear these gloves, not because I'm trying to look cool. As much as I get YouTube comments, it's been a while. But why are you wearing fingerless gloves? You're just trying to look cool? Yes. No, that's just a side effect of trying to help my hands not be in constant excruciating pain. So, playing with keyboard stops me doing this 1,000 times a minute, or however many times a minute I click it. So, playing with keyboard is how I prefer to play a lot of games, but a lot of times games aren't really optimized really well for that. Not like I'm trying to look cool, but it is why I look so cool. Alright, well, we have time for one more run today, so I'm just heading straight to the restroom. All free to grab, drink, grab a snack. Enjoy chair ad time. When we come back, I'm going to try to do a run where I feel like I have a little more control over what's happening. And hopefully we'll get OP still. So y'all rock. See you in a bit, my friends.